Hi everyone, and welcome to my 2014 NaNoWriMo Week 1 update. Woohoo! I'm a little tired. It's been a little bit of a long day and a long week, so I'll try to keep this short. First of all, if I'd waited just slightly longer to do my last NaNoWriMo video and I'd checked my mail, I might have found some winter goodies. Well, not winter goodies in my mail, but winter goodies for donating to NaNoWriMo. So I can show you that stuff now. And it's an appropriate day because they just had this big promotional donation day called Double Up Day, where there were some major prizes that you could win for donating. And even now, if you still donate, which you should, because, you know, there's a tireless staff working in California, and they do a lot for us, and I'm sure they will give you thank you prizes like these. First of all, I have a bookmark with a little wizard on it for participating, and it's signed by members of the staff. And also, to go with this year's design of a sticker, I really like this design. I picked this one up, as you might remember, from the first meetup in DC, and I got these stickers to go with it. Here we have how to take care of troubling characters. Here's how to channel some inspiration, and here is some helpful plot bunnies, or at least one plot bunny. And now I've shown you all of those, so I can officially stick them to my computer. Yay! And something else I could stick to something is this. This is the more official, enduring logo of NaNoWriMo, and it's supposed to go on your phone, possibly. But this is also, you know, a door hanging thingy, like that you might put on a hotel door to, you know, not be disturbed because of something like this. Novelist at work, do not disturb. So yeah, I could put that on my door in my apartment and probably no one would really care. Hopefully no one would take it. So yep, so donate, woohoo! Okay, so yeah, it's been a long week. I started it halfway across the country. My cousin got married, it went off really well, and my niece turned 1, and that really went well, and we had some new people meeting the niece and the family, so it was a very full few days, and I did not get a lot of writing done, and I did not get into the groove really easily after that. I sort of had a busy-ish time after that as well with work, and I was cat-sitting for a friend, and yeah, you know, excuses in its way, and so I very quickly fell pretty behind, and so fast forward to the end of the week, to today, and it was a Saturday, and well, I'd have more time, and one thing I did do though in the morning was my work has this annual company cruise where we go for 2 hours on this nice cruise around the Potomac in Washington, D.C., and it's fun, and anyway, so I did go to that. But afterwards, I hightailed it immediately to my old university library. I thought, you know, university libraries, they stay open a long time. That's one thing I find difficult. You know, I rarely am productive at home, and so the challenge is to find a place that's open long enough for me to get a lot of words in. So that's what I did, and I finally finished one of my stories, and brought my total word count up to 7,511, so I'm still behind, but luckily I also have tomorrow and also Tuesday for Veterans Day, which I get off, and so I have plans to sort of do some more sprinting to hopefully catch up more fully to where I'm supposed to be. So so far that's working okay. Some of the things that kept me back before, I guess, is I started with what I meant to be my prologue with this one character, and it just wasn't gelling. It was supposed to be a comedic exercise in a way. She's sort of a nosy busybody, and she was supposed to be almost the voice of the town, of the, you know, the gossipy town, as it were, but it was a little too one-dimensional, and just wasn't gelling, and it didn't fit at all with the rest of my stories. My interconnected stories were narrated by the members of the family, and she was only tangentially related to them. And I thought, you know, I'm just going to take this stuff and I'm going to, you know, rewrite it in my next chapter with the main character. And so that's what I did. Still took a long time, and I think a lot of that had to do with me second guessing myself and been doing a lot of the inner editor self-bashing these last couple of years. I think it's made Nano a little more difficult in a way, and I'm trying to get past it. And I do think that, you know, as rough as the writing is, I do think I'm moving in the right direction and that things are much more cohesive than they were in my last draft last year. So woohoo! And I'm going to move on to my next news story tomorrow and see how that goes. So that's where I am at the end of week one. I hope everyone else is doing really well. You know, traditionally speaking, I think week one is usually supposed to be the woohoo and go strong week, and then next week it'll be the I'm out of steam and what do I do? And I don't know, I don't think I've ever had that traditional experience as much, so, or at least not lately. So I'm hoping that my week two will be the, okay, I'm caught up and, you know, now I'm back in the groove of writing. And, you know, one of the things I've been thinking about is, you know, how important it really was. Like, I saw somebody, like, at the beginning of last month say, okay, to, you know, prepare myself for Nano, I'm going to write 500 words a day. And I'm like, wow, you know, that's really good. And, you know, and I meant to write more regularly myself after last year, but I was only kind of sporadic, and I didn't write every day, and I certainly didn't write every day in November. I mean, not November, in October. But I got to thinking when I was been struggling to write these past few days is like, you know, it is like training for a marathon, and like if you start after having not a lot of practice of writing very many words per day, it's exhausting to gear yourself up for 1667. And so, you know, so that person had the right idea that at least if I hadn't been writing all year, I probably should have done more in November. October. Getting my months confused. It's late, and I think, whoa, it is a lot more time is traversed than I thought. I guess I ramble when I'm tired. So I'm going to leave you now and say great job to everyone. It's 1 week down of 4, so no matter where you are, we can all play catch up and just keep writing. Woohoo! Bye-bye!